Today we're taking a look at the Phoenix Suns vs Milwaukee Bucks Part 2, which is happening on Tuesday, July 20th, 2021. I'm making a second video, and possibly will be making a third video for that game, because I have so many information and betting advices to share with you guys. Hopefully these information will help you make the best betting picks possible. Before we continue, as usual, welcome back to High Stakes. Don't forget to subscribe to get notified as soon as we release these sport prediction videos, and if you would like more betting tips and predictions, then check out our Patreon in the link down below. Our new Patreon is a way for us to help you improve your chances of making more money. 5 plans are available for each and every one of you. You can get 30 extra betting picks all the way up to 270 extra betting picks per month. Stop wasting hours and hours of your time searching the internet for some fake betting predictions and losing your money because of it. Join High Stakes Patreon now and get the best betting picks and advices instantly. If the Suns can't win Game 6, most people will talk about Chris Paul and his inability to win a title. Charles Barkley, Steve Nash, John Stockton, Karl Malone, and Allen Iverson were just one of a handful of greats to never win an NBA championship. Paul didn't play poorly in Game 5, scoring 21 points and dishing out 11 assists, 9 of 15 shooting. The Suns got very little production from their bench, who tallied just 15 points. That might have been the first time the Suns really missed forward Dario Saric, who blew out his ACL in Game 1. Saric provided size, 6'10", 225, and versatility, though he had struggled in the playoffs, averaging just 4.5 points per game. As much slander as Chris Middleton routinely gets from the media, the man has had a heck of an NBA Finals. He scored 40 key points in a big Game 4 win and has been clutch down the stretch in each of Milwaukee's wins. He's now averaging 25.4 points, 6.6 rebounds, and 5.4 assists in the finals. I'm still not totally confident in Middleton's shot making because it can run so hot and cold, but I do like the way he's being used as a playmaker. Middleton sits at 5.1 assists per game for the playoffs, and he's gone over 4.5 dimes in 14 of 22 playoff games, hitting this prop 64% of the time. That's up even further over the past 10 games, with Middleton up to 6.2 APG and over 4.5 in 8 of those 10, and the only 2 times he went under, he missed by a single assist. In fact, he's had at least 4 assists in 15 straight games right now, which means that floor puts us only 1 dime away from an over. The film matches the numbers. Middleton is handling more with everything on the line, and that pick and roll combo with Giannis Antetokounmpo has been deadly. It's something Milwaukee is going to more than ever. Middleton was quieter as a passer in Game 5, but he averaged 11 potential assists per game over the first 4 finals games. He's also played at least 41 minutes in every finals game. I trust the trends to continue, so I'll bank on the over even with steep juice at -152, that implies a 60% hit rate. Middleton has been hitting the over far more often than that. I'll play the over to -175 if necessary. My first betting advice for that game on this video is to pick Chris Middleton over 4.5 assists. Remember guys, I have 2 betting advices on my previous video. Milwaukee started the series out down 0-2 and then won 2 games by 20 and 6 points respectively. Antetokounmpo has been the steadying force, averaging 32.2 points, 5.6 assists and 13 rebounds per contest. But it was Middleton's long-range shooting and Holiday's defense that has been the difference. You know what you're going to get from the Greek freak, but Middleton has 11 points in Game 2 and 5 turnovers in Game 1. Holiday's shooting has been more erratic, but his defense on Paul and Booker has been spectacular at times. The props tool loved Bobby Portis in Game 5, and it's even more in love in Game 6. The props tool might love Portis almost as much as Milwaukee fans, and those Fisher fans love Portis. Early in the finals, it looked like this just might not be a Portis series. He got abused defensively in Game 1 and barely played in Game 2, but he's been much better in Milwaukee's 3 wins. The place goes ballistic every time Portis checks in, and he matches their passion with his energy. The Bucks found something by pairing Portis with Antetokounmpo, with Bobby's shooting threat opening up the offense and spacing things out for Giannis to attack the rim. Milwaukee is desperate for offense, and Brook Lopez and PJ Tucker aren't doing the trick, so Portis has become very important. Portis is almost always productive when he's actually on the court. Outside of the Brooklyn series, a bad matchup for him, and the 2 games he started against Atlanta with Antetokounmpo out, he's averaging 8.8 points in under 17 minutes per game. That's even including those 2 quiet finals games. Portis's minutes are back up the last 3 games, and so are the shot attempts. He's taken at least 6 shots in all 3 and gone over 7.5 points in 2 of them, the only under coming when he went 1 of 6 from the field. Portis is also stretching the defense, hitting at least 1 3-pointer in 4 of 5 finals games. If he does that again, we only need 2 more buckets. The props tool loves every Portis over, but his rebounds and assists haven't been reliable. I trust him as a scorer, even in what should be a chippy game. When Portis plays over 16 minutes this season, he's gone over 7.5 points in 45 of 54 games, hitting the over 80% of the time, including 10 of 14 in the playoffs. We're projecting Milwaukee's favorite 6th man at 9.5 points, and I'll play this over to -130 and expect a big game in front of a raucous home crowd. My second betting advice is to pick Bobby Portis over 7.5 points. The 31-year-old Holiday has been a very good NBA player for 7 seasons in New Orleans, where was in relative obscurity. But Holiday, who shot a career-high 50.3% from the field this season, didn't need to just score for Milwaukee to make them successful. He needed to make open shots, 39.2% 3-PT, and ended up shooting his highest 3-point shooting percentage of his career. He was the perfect replacement for Eric Bledsoe, who went to the Pelicans and ended up with a worse season since his early days with the Clippers. If the Bucks win the title, the trade of Holiday for Bledsoe, George Hill and 3 future first-round picks to New Orleans in mid-November will be the move that was instrumental. On the other hand, Milwaukee never would have survived Kevin Durant without Tucker at least keeping him in check. But the Suns don't really have a big usage wing for Tucker to defend, and since he offers so little offensively, that has left Tucker on the bench at times. Tucker has started every game since the start of the Brooklyn series, so he's still starting. But Tucker played 33 and 35 minutes the first 2 games of the series, and the Bucks lost both, with Tucker a -19 in the 2 games combined. He dropped below 30 minutes in Game 3, dropped further in Game 4, and played only 24 minutes in Game 5, his lowest total in 17 games. It's not just the minutes that are disappearing. Tucker has never exactly been a scorer, but he's barely even doing anything on offense lately. Tucker has taken only 3 shots the last 2 games combined. He went scoreless in Game 4 and had a single 3-pointer in Game 5. This line feels uncomfortably low, but don't let the number throw you. Tucker has played under 27 minutes in 26 games this year for the Bucks, and he's gone under 4.5 points in 22 of them, hitting our under 85% of the time. In fact, 3 of those 4 overs came by a single point. The only other game was an 8-point explosion, his one game with multiple 3-pointers. As Portis's role has increased throughout the series, PJ Tucker's has been minimized. Still, Tucker has been a vital player for the Bucks this postseason because of his tough, physical wing defense. Tucker is averaging under 2.5 points in those lower minute games. He's literally averaging less than 1 3-pointer. I don't see a great role for Tucker right now, especially with Portis and Pat Connaughton playing so well, so I have to fade the veteran. I'll play the under to -130. My third betting advice is to pick PJ Tucker under 4.5 points. Good luck to all of you. That's it for this video. Stay tuned and stay safe for the next betting tips and advice.